Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Are you ready for the math lesson? Well, let's start. Bring your math journal and bring your pencil and be ready for this lesson. Okay, let's read the objective. Do you see this photograph here? This picture? Well, it's because today we are going to learn about weight. Listen to the objective. The student will know how to apply mathematical process standards to select appropriate customary and metric units, strategies, and tools to solve problems involving measurement. The student will understand how to use the input and output table as a tool to compare units of weight within either the customary or metric system. Remember that yesterday we were doing some input-output tables, and today we are going to do it as well. Then the student will be able to complete input-output tables to compare one weight value to another within the same system. So we are going to practice, practice, and practice. Let me explain that in Spanish. En español, el estudiante sabrá cómo aplicar los procesos matemáticos estándar para seleccionar las medidas consuetudinarias y métricas, las estrategias y las herramientas para resolver problemas matemáticos que incluyen medidas. Entender. El estudiante comprenderá cómo usar las tablas de entrada y salida para convertir unidades de peso tanto en el sistema consuetudinario como métrico. Y el estudiante podrá completará tablas de entrada y salida para convertir una medida de peso de un valor a otro dentro del mismo sistema. Bueno, pues lo que vamos a aprender hoy es sobre el peso. Por eso les tengo aquí esta imagen, que es una báscula. It is an scale. It is very useful to weigh objects, to know how much it weighs. Okay? Let's start. This is the anchor chart for today, converting weight. It's very similar to the anchor chart we did yesterday because the process is the same. Look, this is yesterday, converting length, and today we are going to learn converting weight. So you can stop the video here and you can copy this anchor chart in your math journal. You have to copy all the words. I'm going to explain everything here. We have two different systems. We have the metric system, that is going to be kilogram, gram, and milligram. And we have the customary system, that is going to be ton, pound, and ounce. How we can compare one unit to the other unit? All those words, kilogram, gram, milligram, ton, pound, and ounce, those are units. Units of weight. Weight es peso, son unidades de peso. Okay? So to compare one unit, like a kilogram, to grams, we need to use the rule. The rule is multiply by 1,000. If we want to convert grams into kilograms, we have to divide by 1,000. The same strategy we are going to use when we want to convert, like if you have 5 pounds and you want to convert 5 pounds into ounces, you have to multiply 5 pounds times 16. Then you will have the result, how many ounces there are in 5 pounds. So you can stop the video, copy the anchor chart, and let's go. Now let's do some practice. So bring your anchor chart in your math journal and let's do this activity. So we have here, those are input-output tables. We don't have a column for the rule, but we have the rule here. So we have to use the anchor chart to complete the activity, the input-output table. We have 1 pound. How many ounces? It's 1 pound. So I want to move from pound to ounces. So the rule is going to be, I have to follow the arrow. I follow the arrow from pounds to ounces, I have to multiply by 16. 1 times 16 is 16. So I'm gonna choose that number and move it into here, okay? Well, you are gonna complete the rest. So you have to multiply by 16. 2 times 16 is, well, you decide, you choose the number and you move it to those numbers to the correct place. Okay, here is the next activity that we are gonna do. In this activity, it's the same process, but we don't see a table. We don't see an input-output table, but we are gonna follow the rule to know what is gonna be the number in the green box, okay? So we have 9 pounds. When you see LB is the abbreviation for pounds. So in your anchor chart here, where you have pound, you can write, okay, you can write the letters LB, so you know this is for pound, es libra. Una libra es un pound, es lo mismo, es la abreviatura que se utiliza. And when you see OC, la O y la Z is for ounces, okay? So you can write those abbreviations to understand. So from 9 pounds to how many ounces? So we need to apply the rule. From pounds, following the arrow, to ounces. I have to multiply by 16. So I'm gonna do it here. Okay. 9 times 16. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 5, 14. So I have 144 ounces. I'm gonna write here, okay? So I have to multiply by 16. We can do the opposite thing here. We have 32 ounces and I have to convert that into pounds. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, following the rule, from ounces to pounds, I have to divide by 16. So I have, for example, here I have 32 divided by 16. If you don't know how to do that, use your calculator, okay? You can use your calculator in your phone to know how much is it. I know it is 2 because 2 times 16 is 32. So I know that 32 ounces are 2 pounds. But if you don't know how to divide, because this is not for 4th grade, okay? With 2 digits here. This is not 4th grade, so you can use your calculator to know how many pounds are 32 ounces. So you have to complete this activity. And the next activity, we are gonna do some word problems. Do you remember how do we do the word problems? So probably if you have done your bulletin board and you have that index card for the how to solve the word problems, you are gonna remember that we need to do a cross. We write the question here. The question. The information we have, then we solve the problem and we write the answer. Okay, so I'm gonna do the first word problem with you. How many more ounces does the laptop weigh than the cell phone? I have copied the word problem here for you, so let's do it together. I want you to copy everything in your journal, in your math journal, so we are doing it together, okay? Remember, we have here the cross, and in the first box, we have to copy the question. What is the question? The question is, how many more ounces does the laptop weigh than the cell phone? So I'm going to copy the question, this question, and I'm going to stick it here. Okay, done. I need to understand the question. How many more ounces? What more means? More means más, significa más. ¿Cuántas más onzas? Entonces tengo que comparar. How many more ounces does the laptop weigh than the cell phone? It is comparing the laptop, this is a laptop, and the cell phone. This is the cell phone. So what is the important information I have here? I know that the laptop is 4 pounds and the cell phone is 6 ounces. Now, I cannot operate with different units. I need to convert ounces or pounds. I'm gonna make a decision. Let's see. If I have 4 pounds and I want to convert 4 pounds into ounces, the number will be 4 times 16. Okay, that's a big number. But if I want to convert 6 ounces into pounds, it's going to be a bit difficult, because how do you divide 6 between 16? It's going to be a decimal. So I don't recommend you to do that. It's better to convert pounds into ounces. Okay? So we have whole numbers. So I'm going to convert 4 pounds. Remember, LB are the letters for pounds. It's the abbreviation for pounds. I know it is. It's confusing, but it's like that. Okay? So I need to know 4 pounds equal how many ounces? I have a blank here. So let me do the operation right here. 4 times 16 equal, I'm gonna use my calculator. 4 times 16 equal 64. So now I know that I have 64 ounces. This is for the laptop. I'm gonna write laptop. And I know that the cell phone is 6 ounces. So I'm gonna complete this information here. I'm gonna copy it here. So now I know that the laptop is 64 ounces and the cell phone is 6 ounces. The question is, how many more ounces does the laptop weigh than the cell phone? Yes, the laptop is heavier than the cell phone. So how much heavier? What is the difference between them? To know the difference, we have to do subtraction. So I'm gonna do another operation. It's gonna be 64, that is the laptop. I'm gonna subtract 6, that is the cell phone, and I'm gonna have 58 ounces of difference. I'm gonna write the answer here in the last box. And the answer is that the laptop is 58 ounces heavier than the cell phone. Okay, we are done with the word problem. Yeah, this is the answer. When you see in a word problem, how many more is this than this, you have to do a subtraction operation, una resta. Deben hacer una resta cuando te dice cuánto más pesa esto, o cuánto más es, o cuánto menos es. Tienes que hacer una resta. Muy bien. So what I want you to do here is I want you to complete the other 3 word problems, and you can see in Schoology the number of the pages you have to complete in this packet of activities. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.